I know you have a documentary out there, but for our show, we want you to go through, and a lot of people always like when they trying to explain you to me, they'll be like the guy that got the thing on his head, and I'm like, you talking about Dos Santos? A lot of our fans want to know how that happened. How does it affect you, or anything like that? Can you expound on it a little bit?
Yes, yes, of course. So I'm from Brazil. I'm from São Joaquim da Barra. It's a small town in the state of São Paulo, and I was raised by my grandma. My mom needs to take care of my older sister that she was special, so like would be like complicated for her. So my grandma was like, I love the kid. I can take care of him. So she was raising me, and when I was like 10 months, I wasn't even a year old. When I was 10 months, I was able to walk. I was walking and just like just putting my hands on the wall. I was able to move myself. And in one day, my grandma was at the kitchen and she was preparing fish. So like you just let the oil boil and
Hmm.
then like you put it everything. So like the stove was there and the sink was here, and she was preparing the fish over here, and the living room was in that direction. So I came from this direction, and the oil was in stove already, and like she couldn't see me because she was like on the sink. And then I just came walking and hit my hand in the pan, and the oil just turned all over me. My granddad just grabbed me and ran with me to the hospital because it would be easier than like call my mom to come with the car. We didn't live like that far from the hospital. He just like took my clothes out and ran me with me to the hospital.
How far was the hospital?
I would say like about 2K. That's close, but it's
It's
kind
like
of
a
far
mile
to
and
run.
It's
change
still,
now
yeah,
to
that's,
run a whole mile and change.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, like
and
just
if
like
you're not an athlete, you be staying
exactly,
your
but like
ground.
what was the
Oh, so he
moment?
literally ran you to the hospital,
Yeah, exactly.
like
Just
on his by foot.
yeah, he just grabbed me and ran to the hospital because to call my mom, waiting for the ambulance or the car to come would take ages. So he just like thought that would be like faster to run it. So he just grabbed me, run to the hospital. We got there, and my city couldn't support that because like they weren't ready for like this kind of burns. So they sent me to another city, and then I was there for like 3-4 months. And my grandma was there as well because she ended up getting something in her hand. And my first birthday, like the 1 year was in the hospital because I was there still trying like fighting for my life because I was a baby,
Yeah.
just a baby. So like that was a big thing for me. And when I started to growing up, like when I was like a kid, like 3-4 years, that was fine. Like I wasn't thinking about it. But once I reached school, high school, that started to be a problem for me, because I was comfortable in my own skin, but like people just joke about it,
Yeah, kids are
and
cruel.
exactly, it's
Kids are
just like they
good.
they they just saying what they see.
Yeah.
They don't understand like what that could mean to someone, and that was like dark times that I have to go through it just to understand that I wouldn't beat myself if I had I wouldn't be myself if I don't have the burns, because that's part of me. I was
Yeah.
always like that.
But
Since like
you
I
don't
know
remember,
myself,
yeah.
since someone I remember myself, I had it. So like just think of me without it is crazy. But then like I was getting older and I was learning about it. I understand like people gonna joke, people gonna just like talk about it, and like when you just like joking with a friend, you're just like rusting and yada yada yada, and they knew they were losing, they used that against me because of something that I would hurt me,
Yeah.
and I would always lose some argument and everything. So once I understand that, and that like came when I started doing track and field and was like 18 years old, 17 years old.
You started doing track at 18.
I started when I was 15.
Oh, okay.
But then like I just started to get better when I was 17
Okay.
because track and field actually changed my mindset towards, because the friends that I made in track, the people that I met when I was in my hometown that was like starting the project, they were always like, yo, that's you, no matter if like they joking about it, no matter if they talking about it, that's part of you,
Yeah.
So like as soon as you gonna be able to accept it, gonna be easier for you. And then I started to think about it, and it actually was, really, really easy to understand that I have that. And if say any bad names, they're not changing who I am. That I'm a good person. That I'm trying to be like a friend, a good friend. So it was hard, but once I figured out everything, I got older. Then I understand the process and what I was going through my life get easier.
Do you think that you coming to terms with being okay with yourself and having that community of track and field around you who said, it's all about winning and losing. They don't care what you look like, what's going on. Do you think that's where your confidence really came from? Like, did you start to grow, become more confident, become a better competitor because you were like, this is me. I'm going to do what I got to do.
Kinda. Like winning, like running faster, like just getting medals help you to be more confident. Because like you winning, you're doing something great. So you get more confident about everything. But I think I would say it was more the environment, the friendship, like the love they was able to give to me that actually helped me to go through it. Because there wasn't something that I was talking about it. Because I was a man, I'm a man. So when you're a man, young, you don't want to talk about your problems. Like you seem like you are weak, But then like I was able to get some support that I was never asking for. I was needed. I was in need of some support, but like I was never able to ask for. And they were able to give me without me asking them. And that was like something that I really, really appreciate. Like the whole group that was there when I started doing track, they changed everything for me. Like I was like in 2 years, I came from a shy kid to the athlete that you know right now. Because if I tell you that I'm shy, you're not gonna believe it.
No, sir.
Because like
no,
not at all. But I was a shy kid. Like took me like 4 months to go training because I didn't know anyone over there. So I was waiting to a friend start doing track and field so I could go with him because I wouldn't go by myself. So like I think after I started doing track, the development, like how I could evolve was really, really good.